Welcome to the 247 Sports YouTube channel. I'm National Recruiting Editor Brandon Huffman. And in just a moment, we will go to Boulder, Colorado, where the #1 player in the state of Colorado in 2025, Bekkem Kritza, is set to make his announcement. What's at stake today? Well, as I mentioned, the #1 player in the state of Colorado, a top 40 quarterback nationally, Kritza is down to a Final Five of Colorado, Miami, Penn State, Texas A&M, and Washington. We go down to Boulder, Colorado, where Kritza is joined by his friends, family, and teammates as he's set to make his live announcement here on the 247 Sports YouTube channel. Bekkem, how's it going, man? How's this big day for you going so far as you get set to make your announcement?
Most definitely. I mean, it's been going great. This process has been going great throughout the whole thing. I'm just excited to get it over with.
You got a full house there to support you for your decision. Who's all joining you today? Who are some of the people that are there with you as you get set to make this announcement?
Yes, sir. To the right, I have my guy, Ryle. He's been with me through thick and thin, through everything. So he's to the right of me. To the left of me, I got Chris Huber. He's a family member to me. He's been family since the beginning. I can't thank him enough. To the very left, I have my auntie. She's blood. I'll always be grateful for her and very thankful for her. And then to the very right, I have Coach Mack, the best coach I've ever played for, and I can't thank him enough.
Obviously a big day for you with so many friends and family members there to support you. What has this process been like? I remember first tracking you 2 years ago when you were a freshman. Those offers started to come in. Now you have offers from all over the country. You're narrowing it down to this 5 to make this decision. But what has the process been like from that first offer to now when you're set to make this decision?
Right. No, it's been a long process, a long, exciting process. And I've had great fun with it. That was the biggest thing to me is have fun and enjoy the process. It only happens once. And, that was the big thing to me is enjoy all the coaches, enjoy talking to everybody. That's what I did.
As we get set to make your announcement, as you get set to reveal your choice, I know you want to use this time first to thank everybody that's been a part of your process, that's been a part of this recruitment for you. So before you tell everybody where you're going, go ahead and use this opportunity to thank everybody that's been along for this ride.
Yes, sir. First off, I'd like to thank 247 Sports and you guys for, hosting this commitment. So thank you to you guys. First off, I'd like to thank God for giving me this opportunity in my life to excel on and off the field. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be here. I would like to thank all the schools that recruited me. This recruiting journey has been awesome. I wouldn't have it any other way. I would like to thank my coaches, teammates, and family. Without them and their support, none of this would have been possible. Many of them are here with me tonight. I would like to thank the Keegans for hosting this. They're a big family to me. They brought me in just like one of their own. I would like to thank the Boulder Bears crew. Ever since I was in 5th grade, they've been rocking with me and they stuck with me even when I didn't believe in myself. So I just want to thank them. I would like to thank Carlos. You are like an uncle to me. You've done so much for me and I really appreciate you. The Hubers, I would like to thank you guys. You guys have been family to me. Took me in like I was one of your own sons, one of your own kids, and I'll always be grateful for that. Rob, you have been a mentor to me, and I will always appreciate everything you have done for me. You have taught me so much, learning, growing up about myself. I'll always appreciate you for that. My brothers, Bookie and Braxton, I love you guys and will keep striving to be the best brother I can be. Pops, lastly, I would like to thank my dad. I wouldn't have made it this far without you. Early mornings and late nights, you pushing me to be the best I can be, and you always telling me, just be Bekkem. With that being said, for the next 3 or 4 years, I'll be committed to Penn State University.
There it is. James Franklin gets the 2025 quarterback, the #1 player in the state of Colorado, in Bekkem Kritza. Bekkem, you were up in State College recently. You've been recruited by Coach Franklin and the Penn State staff for a long time. Ultimately, what was it about Penn State that made them the pick for you?
Right. It starts from the top to the bottom, all the way from Coach Franklin to Chrissy. Very honest, very professional, and that was the biggest thing with me is, I want honesty in the school. I don't want a school to, just tell me all the good things. I want them to tell me the bad things and things I need to work on. So, just him telling me that, him playing both ways, I feel like it played great into my recruitment. And, I can't wait to be a Lion, man. I'm excited to get up there.
You've been all over the country, visiting schools for a number of times. What was it about State College, though, that really stood out to you? Not from a football aspect, but just from a talent aspect that really stuck with you as a place you wanted to spend the next 4 or 5 years?
No, exactly. It's a football town. They breed football up there. So, all those fans, when I was on that field, I just took a look up. I seen packed out house. So, when you got 110,000 people, chanting your name, screaming, go Lions. There's nowhere else you want to be.
You lived in a college town. You've been around a bunch of different schools, and now you're heading to a school that's in the Big Ten, a conference that's going to be expanding just as the college football playoffs expanding. How excited are you to be able to take your talent to play in the Big Ten and play your college football?
Yes, sir. I'm ready to just put on a show for these fans, hopefully bring one home.
When you let Coach Franklin know the news that you were in, how did he react to that? And was he pretty excited to get your commitment and basically putting you in charge of recruiting the other 2025s?
Yes, sir. No, he was ecstatic, man. He was just very excited that he knew where I wanted to go. That's the thing with that whole coaching staff. They never pressed me once about committing. They never talked to me about commitment or anything like that. They just kind of let it flow. And I'll always have respect for them for that, and especially Coach Franklin.
Lastly, you look at your decision. You made it a year and a half before you have to head there. But how big of a relief is it to have this decision made and have it off your chest and just know that you're going to be playing at Penn State and now you can turn into a recruiter of your own?
Yes, sir. No, it's awesome, to just get the relief off my chest. I don't have to be in the recruiting process no more. I'm excited to get to work for Penn State and, recruit all those great guys, keep going after, great wide receiver class that we're going to build and, keep going after the big boys up front. So we do that, I think it'll be just fine.
All right. Well, Bekkem, congratulations on your decision. All your friends and family, I'm sure you guys are going to have a lot of celebrating to do. Hey, give out the Penn State fans one more message on your way out before we break it down.
Man, I'd just like to say, where the Penn State at? Just like to say we are, man. I'm coming home.
There it is. Thanks a lot to Bekkem Kritza and his friends and family. Penn State, James Franklin goes into the state of Colorado and lands the #1 player in the state in 2025. So what is James Franklin and Penn State getting? Well, interestingly, coming off the heels of the firing of their offensive coordinator this weekend, they're getting a quarterback who is a big-time upside play, a 6'4", 6'5" quarterback who can throw the ball. He's also got a lot of athleticism. He's got a basketball background as well, but a player that we have been tracking for 2.5 years since he was a freshman starter at Fairview High School. Guy who had to sit out the first part of the season after moving back to Boulder after spending a sophomore year in California and early part of his junior year in Florida. He's back in his native Boulder and put a great end to his junior season over the last 6 games once he was able to start playing again, and a guy that's got upside galore. He'll head to play for James Franklin. He'll head to Penn State with a lot of tools there. He's got a good arm. He's got the athleticism. He's got the ability to make all the throws, can make the short intermediate throws, can go with the deep ball as well. But a player that I think that James Franklin and whoever he hires as his offensive coordinator and quarterbacks coach will enjoy getting to develop over the next couple of years. So once again, Bekkem Kritza, the #1 prospect in the state of Colorado in 2025, announces his decision. He is headed to play for James Franklin and the Penn State Nittany Lions in the ever-expanding Big Ten. Thanks for tuning in to the 247 Sports recruiting show and to this announcement. Don't miss out in the next couple of weeks. December 4th, coming to you live at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. It'll be Transfer Portal Palooza here on the 247 Sports YouTube channel. And then 2 weeks later, we will be back with the first day of the early signing period with National Signing Day on December 20th, with coverage beginning that day as well as 10 a.m. in the morning Eastern Time, 7 a.m. Pacific Time. A busy next 5 to 6 weeks of football with the transfer portal opening up in the first week in December and then the early signing period. You don't want to miss the best coverage, the best information, the best insight anywhere else. It'll be right here on 247 Sports.